So I'm at my gate, getting ready to go to Man. Oh, must be a really small flight. Hey family, what can I tell you about these Manchester live sessions? Well, I suppose to tell you about the sessions, I should probably tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Jafar Curry. I've been a recording artist for the better part of 2 decades. And in that time, I don't think I've ever attempted anything quite this grand. Truth is, things changed after 2020. The world changed, the industry changed, and in many ways, so did I. You guys know my story. Lots of hotel residencies, cruise ship gigs, band leader stints, and musical director work. Years of going from country to country, and somehow my career arrived here. In a country that's not my own, surrounded by musicians that I had never met before, preparing to record songs that were originally supposed to happen somewhere else entirely. Hey, what's up, family? So, just got to my hotel. I'm out here on Piccadilly. I'm staying at the Marriott. Pretty standard Marriott stuff. Looks cool. Oh, I'm gonna get some rest in here. TV. Big TV. Yeah, bed looks comfortable. Yeah. I think I got a pretty good deal on this place. I'll be out and about tomorrow, but you know how it is once you get off a flight. You don't feel like super tired after the fact. I'm kind of in that mode now. So let's see what happens. Talk to you guys in a bit.
Well, you gotta know that one, Rez.
After waiting in the studio for nearly an hour for all of the musicians to arrive, some of whom arrived late, we got to work almost immediately. What most people never really see is that collaboration between musicians and artists starts long before the recording. You spend time talking through the music, mapping the structure, deciding what happens in each section, what emotions belong where, what moments need space, and which ones need tension. Well, for me, as a songwriter, the actual composer of the songs in this session, and the person responsible for the direction, there were very specific things I needed these songs to become. Fortunately, despite the late arrivals, we had a room full of extremely competent musicians. Once we started speaking through the music, things began coming together very quickly. Now I want to call this part 2. It started to feel like time was moving a bit faster than progress. Pretty normal feeling in a long studio session day. Even though we booked the studio for the entire day, it still felt like we weren't making enough headway in enough time. And then suddenly, it was time to work with the vocalists.
Think you might have planned it. Yeah.
One of the interesting things about vocalists, especially in popular music, is that no two singers approach a song exactly the same way. Sometimes it's range, sometimes it's breathing, sometimes it's phrasing. But one thing that always matters is harmony.
Trying to work it out because there's some harmonies in that I want to go
Now, with the Twins, what I really wanted to explore was whether or not we could build the chorus around the root and the third.
Maybe we found a way. It feels like yesterday. Through earning back your confidence, we've stayed. Oh, no monuments to arguments. Not perfect to your compliments. I'm gonna be singing ad-libs.
In my mind, that would allow me to sit on top of the arrangement vocally without overcrowding the harmonics. So in most sections, the fifth became unnecessary, except at the bridge.
It's amazing, baby, you still got me crazy over you.
After hours of preparation, it finally felt like we were getting close to recording. Bathroom breaks, food, conversation. For the first time all day, people started getting to know each other outside of the music. Some of the musicians already knew one another. Others were meeting for the very first time. And this is Joe Chiari, a London-based guitarist and composer. He was the musical director for the sessions. I had hired him, so he came in from London and put together the band before I arrived in England.
I remember just being like, no, that's so weird. We're twin sisters. No, you're not. Yeah. How have you got that vibe?
Yeah, that's mad.
What? Anyway.
No, you guys are obviously twin sisters. Yeah, I mean, it's very obvious.
And the Katana twins told me something fascinating. Apparently, years earlier, they had spent time in Atlanta, Georgia. Oddly enough, Atlanta was one of the places that helped shape me musically when I was younger.
I went to America last time.
You thought you had the right one. You went to the U.S.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, Atlanta almost feels like a distant memory. But somehow, through music, our paths cross. The same institutions and the same creative spaces, just in completely different eras.
You know, where it just happens, and places where it doesn't, so you may get tripped up on where, but you guys gig, I get it. You know, so you got a lot of other stuff going on. So this is one thing. So maybe we can sit down. I think we should do our parts live.
Yeah,
The
for
vocal parts, we
sure.
should do all our stuff live. So what we can do is sit down with the piano.
And that's one of the strange things about this life.
There you go.
Sometimes people can arrive at the same emotional destination from very different starting points. So once everyone started relaxing in preparation for the first official take, I noticed something. In those small human moments, over food, over stories, over conversations about our past,
It feels like yesterday. Through earning back your confidence, we've stayed. Oh, no monuments to arguments. Not perfect to your compliments. I love the beautiful mess we've made. I'm happy with that. Okay.
we slowly came to the same conclusion. We all genuinely wanted the same thing, a successful session. And for me, being the outsider, stepping into a world that wasn't originally my own, they made me feel comfortable very quickly. The twins told hilarious stories. Joe always had some kind of antics going on. Junior, the drummer, carried himself with this quiet thoughtfulness and respect. And Jazz Gittens, whoa, honestly, felt like the glue holding the entire musical fabric together. Even the bassist Elijah carried this calm, almost fatherly warmth about him, even though he wasn't the oldest there. That would have been me.
Where again, so it all
It's
section.
just
It's like everywhere else.
Yeah.
So it's like we're just listening to London.
If we want to play,
So we do bridge chorus again. Then I think that's probably the best way. And then bring it back in. How long do you think? Like 32 bars or 16? 16.
yeah.
Okay, so after the bridge we do 16.
Now something happened. All of us together, in those moments, became a band. This strange, diverse, international collection of personalities with different histories, different backgrounds, and even different ways of saying bottle of water. I won't do it. I won't do it. We found a way to become a musical unit. One unified entity attempting to project my vision for what these songs were supposed to become. And somehow, through all the imperfections, we found something perfect. In a world filled with flashy finishes, artificial intelligence, overprocessed productions, and impossible levels of polish. My goal was to create something human. Hold on to that phrase for a second. Something alive, something unique. And the deeper story behind all of this, I think I'll save that for a little bit later. I think one of the biggest mistakes people make, especially in creative fields, is asking why too often. Why this? Why now? Why me? And eventually, they start taking themselves way too seriously. If I had taken myself too seriously 27 years ago when this journey started, I probably never would have ended up here. Years helping shape independent soul, jazz, R&B all around the world, and alternative music scenes in places most people would never expect or have never been. But more than anything else, I'm a dreamer. And if somebody younger happens to watch this someday, understand something. You can come from almost anywhere and still create something meaningful. But you have to learn the fundamentals. And if you don't have access to them, find someone who does. There's one more thing. I said I'd tell you later. These Manchester live sessions were originally supposed to happen years ago. Back in 2020, during the height of the COVID pandemic, at the time, I wasn't just dealing with travel restrictions. I was battling a serious illness that left me physically immobile. The original plan was Abbey Road Studios. Same musical director, Joe Chiari. Potentially different musicians, but the same vision. And now here I am, 5 years later, still recording Loving My Girl, the song I wrote for my wife, while also creating music from an entirely new chapter of my life. Sometimes I wonder if things worked out better this way, but then I remember my rule. Stop asking too many questions.
Oh, I got you. You want me to show you?
Yeah.
You pick it up right after I play. Hold on.
B flat, man, right?
Man, I'm rusty as hell. I played like a month.
I can't remember the rest or something like that.
So, I think I got the first couple bars.
Nah, I should go. Let me hear it. Let me show you. I just go ahead. Once I can hear it.
I usually sing it in C. I was just curious. You know.
Video, hello.
Oh, video.
Ring with the cadaver, the sniffer dog. A rose between two thorns.
It's amazing. I got to stand between the twins. What's up, family? I just got faded up here. Fade in Salon, highly recommended for any Afrocentric or other hairstyle. I mean, it's the best cut I've ever had in the UK. Told him I'd give him a shout out, so here it is. Fade in Salon. Y'all check it out.
You can see now. Your haircut.
It's clean. Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm at Fade In, right? Fade In Salon, yeah.
Take picture, please.
Yeah, actually, yeah.